everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve, and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now in our last episode, making an EVA foam Gladiator helmet part 1, we got all of our pieces cut out. We got everything rounded off with a Dremel. We got everything sanded, heat sealed, everything's super tight. We got the dome of our helmet built, looking good. Now in tonight's episode, making an EVA foam Gladiator helmet part 2, we're going to begin assembling the whole thing. We're going to get it all together. We're going to tackle these totally cool 4-sided spikes. That's cool, and it's super easy. We're going to get the mohawk on, we're going to get the whole thing assembled, and we're also going to seal it with Plastidip and paint it up. So it's going to be cool, can't wait. So if you're ready to hit it, let's make something. All right, so we've got the top part of our helmet, and we've got our front face portion that's going to attach right on here like this. Look at how cool that's going to look. We're going to heat this up and we're going to curve it a little bit so it doesn't wrestle with us so much when we're attaching it. And we're going to hold it just like that, curved just enough so we won't wrestle with it now. Perfect. All right, there we go. All right, we've got our marks. All right, we've waited 5 minutes. See that? We just follow the seam. And we just line it up all the way to the end and right there. Line it up as we go. Nice, very cool. All right, now we've got our dust mask on and we're going to soften up this front edge with our Dremel. With our 220 sanding stick, just like that, just to smooth off the edges that we Dremeled. Now, every time we sand, we seal. Okay, so now we're going to mark front fangs. And we're going to come around and do this one. Now, the reason I say fangs is that's what these are supposed to be. These are supposed to be the fangs of a lion. Okay, there's our 2 spots where we need to contact cement. Okay, there's all 4 of our areas contact cemented. Now you know the drill. Wait 5, pow, contact. There, get it stuck down, and then we're going to bend this to line up with the edge of the helmet like that. And there we go. Right there like so. And then we're going to line this up with the edge of the helmet like that. Okay, now we're going to get ready to apply this forehead piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to notice. All right, okay, now here's the other side. This whole area all the way across to here is going to be contact cemented. From here all the way over to here, right in this area, is going to be contact cemented. Both pieces cemented. Okay, 5 minutes passed. We're ready to stick it. And we're going to just lay this down right along the eyebrow ridge, just like that. There we go. Same thing on this side. And we're going to stick it down. Good golly, is anything funner than this? This is so awesome. Okay, now we're going to come in And we're going to line our eyebrows up where they belong. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to make our initial mark, and we're going to come around and hold this side down. There's where our contact cement goes. We've got all 4 pieces cemented. Waited our 5 minutes. Lay that down on the back edge there. Line it up with our front. Down and line it up there. So now we know we're nice and lined up on that side. Just like that. Now we got full contact all the way around. Right. All right, we traced our nose piece. Now we know where we need to contact cement. Okay, now what we're going to do is, because the front area that our nose goes is not flat, it has a slight curve on it, we're going to heat this up, and then we're going to come in here with a little piece of PVC pipe, and we're going to bend it around the PVC pipe just a little bit like that and hold it while it cools off. Cool, look at that, just a slight little curve right in here. So when we come in here and we stick it down, it's going to lay down flat and it's not going to fight us or pull on the foam. All right, now we'll give those a little bit of time to dry. And then okay, we're going to come in here. We're going to use our center line that we marked on here. We want to line the tip of the nose right on our center line like that. Now we just want to go around the whole piece, make sure that we got contact all the way around. We slightly curled the nose so that it goes on there nicely. Man, that's a stone groove right there, kids. Little detail piece here on the side. Mark our spot on this side now. There we go. Just our contact cement spot there and there. Okay, actually what we're going to do with this piece is, instead of contact cementing it, we're going to super glue it. Get a little super glue around there like so. Extra piece of foam to smooth it out. And there we go. We got it right where we want it. We hold it down till it adheres. Super glue line in there, just like that. Not too heavy. To smooth it out like so. Right where we want it, like so. And then we're going to hold it down till it bonds, which it just did. That is nuts. We're gonna come in with our X-Acto. Hold it for a second while it bonds. There you go, look at that, right in there. Super nice. We're gonna get our second one, stick it down in the middle, just like that. We're gonna hold it while it bonds. Nice little detail. Okay, now we've got the back piece that's gonna protect our neck. And with our knife tilted, so we've got a nice bevel cut happening underneath. There you go, there's the bevel. Now we're going to come in here with our X-Acto knife. There we go. Okay, now the reason we cut this with a bevel is so that when we come in and we bend it, it's going to, and we attach it down, it's going to flare out. We're going to get our heat gun out. And we're going to hold it there just so that we get a nice curve on it. All right, that's it. Just neck protecting piece cemented, and we've got the bottom of our helmet cemented. Okay, we waited our 5 minutes, everything like that. And then we'll line up our seam all the way around like so. Now we've got our flared out back piece, which I assume protects your neck from your head being cut off. Nice. Okay, now we're going to begin to assemble our mohawk. Now what we're going to do is we're going to begin the gluing process. Now we're going to wait till these two dry. And the mohawk's a little weird, it's a little tricky to perfectly fit on the helmet, but we'll see how we do. We've waited 5 minutes, and we're going to line this up right on the edge as flush as we can get, just like that. Now that's stuck. We're going to fold this as tight as we can, just like that. We've got the front edge of our mohawk attached together. Now we're going to come right down the side of it like this, attaching it every step of the way, and then we'll close it together in the back, and that's our mohawk. Okay, so what we started doing is we started super gluing a little bit at a time and then holding it together. We're smearing it around on the seam just like that, so it's covered, holding it in place while it bonds. And there we go. Just keep going. Rub the squeeze out off, just like that. That is really tight. All right, that's it. Now we're going to finish this side. Our mohawk connected all the way down to here. So we're going to come in now with a little bit of contact cement. Now that we're not in such a tiny little meticulous area. And we're going to come into this side as well. Okay, we've waited 5 minutes. Line up our seam at the top all the way along like that. Tight seam all the way around. Stuck the end together all the way down. Okay, now we're going to bring this in and we're going to attach it on our helmet like so. Check that out. That is nuts. Okay, now we're going to prepare our spikes for the top of our helmet. We have 11 of them. We just drew out the line, very simple. We prepared a 5/8 of an inch square. Mark our center point right there. Now we're going to start from this corner to that line. We're going to go right through like that. Now we're going to go from this corner to the center line. And then there's a triangle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll it over on its side, and we're going to mark the center point here, and we're going to go from this corner to that corner. Just like that. And now we're going to go from the center line to that corner. See what we're doing? We're just rolling it around to each face and cutting the end. Very cool. Now we repeat that simple process 10 more times. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get our sanding stick out and we're going to hit the edges of each of them just to clean them up. Okay, now we're going to come in with our 220 sanding stick and we're going to just push towards the tip just like that. That's just enough to get the knife marks off. Nice and smooth, tightened up. That is sweet. Now we just repeat that 10 more times. All right, both are cemented. Give it 5 minutes. A little tricky. Just be careful and Even if worst case scenario comes and you screw it up, you could always use your box cutter and you could cut the whole thing off and try it again. That's happened to me before. All right, now you can see all of our little X's all over our helmet. That's where our spikes are going to go. Put it on there like so. Then we're going to put a lot of pressure on it so that it secures flat. Crazy. Now we're just going to go around and finish the rest of them. That is insane. Okay, so we're out in the back at the spray booth, and you know what we always say, even outside, don't spray without your respirator. Now we've got our cool little handy wood stand here that we use for spraying helmets. All right, there it is, covered with several coats of Plastidip. Look at that. Okay, so this is going to be the easiest paint job we will ever do on a prop. All we need is silver and a little tiny bit of brown and our sponge brush, and that is it. All right, there's our silver. That's simple, and we just keep going. Now we can decide if we want to just leave it silver or if we want to get the brown out and dirty it up a little bit so it looks a little weathered and aged. We're gonna do it. We're gonna weather it a little bit. Can't leave it clean like that. All right, there we go. All right, get the brush fairly dry. See that? Just a little dirt on there. All right, there we go. Look at that. Starting to dirty it up. Just a little bit of dirt. See that? All the way around there. Very nice. Kind of grody. That's right. Ah! Check it out. Oh man, that thing turned out so cool. Look at that. We got all of our smooth edges from our dremeling and our sanding. Oh, super cool. Man, that was great fun. You saw how easy it was too. That is super easy. And the paint job, super easy. This will be the easiest paint job that we ever do. But it turned out tight. This thing is so cool. That's it. That concludes making an EVA foam Gladiator helmet part 2. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. So together we can go step by step through a lot of super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.